Do you believe that 99% of deaths in older adults, especially after age 75, come from just 5 common causes you might not even suspect? They are not rare or mysterious conditions. They are rooted in everyday things. A heart that slows a misstep, a labored breath, a moment of forgetting the way home. And then everything changes. For many, death in old age seems inevitable. Everyone grows older, weakens, and eventually passes. But the truth is, many people do not die because their time has come. They pass because they and their loved ones miss the warning signs that quietly build over years. The tragedy is by the time we notice, it is often too late. Older adults rarely die from a natural end as we might think. It is often a fall that seems minor but leads to lost mobility. A chest pain mistaken for simple fatigue. A shortness of breath climbing stairs. Or simply because they forget to care for themselves while those around them grow distracted. But if you know these 5 causes and act today, things could be entirely different. I am not here to scare you. I am here to remind you that life is still in your hands if you are awake enough to see what is happening quietly within your body. In today's video, I invite you to join me as we explore these 5 common yet rarely discussed causes. 5 silent traps stealing the health and lives of older adults. But I will not just list them. I will share everyday stories, short conversations, and situations so familiar you might see yourself in them. If you are 60, 70, 80, or caring for parents or loved ones, please watch this to the end. One small change you make today could mean years more with those you cherish. If you find this content valuable, do not hesitate to give it a like to support the team behind it. Drop a comment below. Share what struck you most or tell a story you have witnessed. Every comment strengthens this community, making it more meaningful. If this is your first time here, hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you do not miss new content. There are many more valuable stories waiting for you. Health in old age is not a gamble. It is a journey that needs awareness, understanding, and a little timely care. Now, as we prepare to face truths often overlooked, let us step together into discovering the 5 health traps quietly draining the vitality and longevity of older adults. 1. Heart disease. Let me tell you about my friend Margaret, who narrowly escaped death. At 79, Margaret started each day early brewing coffee and flipping on her old radio to hear familiar voices fill her cozy kitchen in Boise. Life moved gently slow and steady, with little to worry about. Then one morning she felt tired. A slight pinch in her chest came and went. She sat down, sipped water, and thought maybe she stayed up too late watching her shows. Old age brings fatigue, nothing unusual. But that afternoon, she collapsed in her backyard. No cry, no warning. Luckily, a neighbor spotted her and rushed her to the hospital. The doctor said it was a mild heart attack. A little longer, and things might have ended differently. Like many older adults, Margaret never suspected her heart was in trouble. She still walked to the store, cooked her meals, dusted the shelves, tended her roses. Nothing seemed weak or wrong. But that silence is what makes heart disease the deadliest threat for seniors. After 75, the heart loses its youthful rhythm. Blood vessels stiffen, circulation slows. Years of salty diets, greasy foods, or little exercise do not show harm right away. The damage piles up day by day, month by month, until the heart cannot bear the load. High blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes. They work quietly, weakening the heart without clear clues. The scariest part? These conditions rarely hurt at first. You might feel a bit tired, breathe a little harder, or notice your heart racing after climbing stairs. Seniors often shrug it off. I am old, weakness is normal, they think. But that dismissal lets heart disease grow dangerous unnoticed. Heart disease leads the causes of death for those over 75. Beyond death, it steals independence, lowers quality of life, and ties seniors to pills, hospital beds, and reliance on others. A weak heart means poor blood flow, leading to dizziness, unsteadiness, and falls. Simple joys like strolling to the park, playing with grandkids, or cooking a meal become too hard. Even a minor heart event can spiral into chronic heart failure. A once independent person slowly loses control, then their spark for living. But heart disease is not unstoppable. With the right care, seniors can live well with a steady heart. First, never ignore even tiny signals. A moment of breathlessness standing up a morning with an uneven heartbeat. A dull chest ache. These are your body whispering for attention. Regular blood pressure checks a diet low in salt and bad fats. High in greens, fruits, nuts, and fish are vital. Gentle movement like daily walks, deep breathing, or stretching strengthens the heart, keeps blood flowing, and builds endurance. Seniors often overlook the power of a calm mind. Stress disrupts heart rhythm and spikes blood pressure. Loneliness, silence, and isolation tire the heart too. Chatting with grandkids, staying connected even with one daily call makes a big difference. A peaceful mind steadies the heart. Do not shrink into a quiet world, forgetting that the heart needs feelings as much as blood. Margaret changed after her scare. She moves slower but walks daily. Her daughter calls each morning. A nurse checks her blood pressure weekly. Her meals now light on salt and oil burst with colorful veggies, fruits, and new joys. She says, "My heart beats slower now, but steady. Each beat feels like I am truly living. That is what matters." Old age does not need speed. It needs a heart eager to keep beating, to love a little more, live a little longer, and savor the quiet years ahead. 2. Falls and injuries. Many believe falling is just part of aging. You slow down, move less, surely stumble now and then. But for seniors, a fall is not like tripping in youth. One wrong step off a porch, a missed stair, or reaching too far for a glass on a high shelf can alter your life forever. Most adults over 75 struggle with balance not because their legs forget walking. It is more complex, weaker muscles, slower reflexes fading. Eyesight, brittle bones, slipping memory, and often missed medication side effects like drowsiness, dizziness, or sudden blood pressure drops. The sneakiest danger? Confidence. Many seniors believe they are as steady as they were at 60 until their body proves otherwise. I once met Clara Thompson, a retired librarian in her early 80s from Salem. Her voice carried strength, her posture was firm, and her eyes held the sharp glint of someone who had raised 2 kids and shelved books for decades. She told me I walked to the library daily. Rain or shine, never needed help, never fell. But one evening, while tidying her dining room, she spun too fast to grab a cloth behind her. Her slipper skidded on the hardwood. She fell hard, cracking her hip. The quiet that followed, she said, was louder than any shout. That fall broke her hip and her spirit. Weeks in the hospital, months recovering, and a year convincing herself it was safe to walk without gripping something. The walker she swore she would never use became her shadow. She stopped tending. Her flower beds, stopped walking to the bookstore, stopped baking her famous pies. What she did not say, but her tone revealed, was she no longer trusted her body. A fall does not just take movement. It takes freedom. The quiet independence that makes life yours. Often the fear of falling again outgrows the fall itself. So seniors move less, skip stairs, avoid walks, sit more, but less movement weakens them further, and weakness raises the odds of another fall. It is a silent, dangerous loop. Yet it can be broken. Falls are not fate. Most can be prevented with smart changes to body and home. Seniors do not need to lift weights or join gyms. They need balance, stability, strength in legs, core, ankles. Simple daily habits make a difference: standing on one leg, holding a chair, lifting heels and toes, sitting and standing without hands. 15 minutes a day rebuilds the body's steadiness. Strength needs fuel. Many seniors eat less or skip key foods, fearing cholesterol, weight gain, or stomach upset. But bones and muscles crave nutrients. Daily calcium and vitamin D from low-fat milk, fortified almond milk, kale, spinach, canned sardines, almonds, tofu keep bones tough. Protein from eggs, Greek yogurt, beans, tender chicken or baked fish guards muscle. Fruits like bananas, oranges. Avocados ease muscle cramps. Water matters too. Keeping blood pressure steady. Cutting fatigue, helping brain and muscles work right. Many seniors forget to drink enough, especially if less active. Home can turn risky. A loose rug by the couch, a slick bathroom floor, a dim hallway. Fixes are simple: install grab bars near toilet and shower. Add nightlights. Clear clutter, swap rugs for non-slip mats. Wear sturdy rubber-soled shoes, no flimsy slippers, no worn sneakers. These steps stop trouble before it starts. Vision and hearing matter more than you think. Slightly off eyesight causes missteps. Fading hearing muddles spatial sense. Regular eye and ear checkups, updated glasses. Clear hearing aids keep senses sharp, protecting balance. Most importantly, one fall should not stop you from moving. That fear, though natural, is the real foe. Gentle movement keeps you strong. Walk to the mailbox, tend a few plants, sway to music in your kitchen. Stay tied to the world beyond your door. Clara found her rhythm again, not fully, not right away. She started with short walks around her cul-de-sac. Then she potted some basil and thyme. Now she carries her walker with pride, not shame. She says every step feels louder now, like I am telling the world I am still here. That is the truth. A fall may knock you down. But real strength lies in rising again, one careful step at a time. Aging does not mean losing ground. It means walking it wiser, with a heart full of quiet courage. 3. Respiratory illness. My friend Samuel, a former trumpet player, showed me how serious this can be. For 20 years, every Wednesday night, he sat in the front row of a community jazz band in Memphis. His breath shaped each note with purpose and power. You breathe different when you make music, he told me. It is not just air in, it is what you do with it. But one autumn things shifted. A cold lingered too long. A stubborn cough clung. A tightness in his chest made crossing the room feel like climbing a hill. He chalked it up to age. Getting older, he said. But it was not just age. It was chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, COPD, a common and deadly lung condition in seniors. By the time Samuel saw a doctor, damage was done. His airways were inflamed. His lungs no longer stretched fully. Oxygen did not flow like it used to. He stopped playing trumpet not because he lost his love for it, but because he lacked the breath for even a short melody. Lung diseases like COPD, bronchitis, emphysema creep in quietly. They start small: a lingering cough, a gasp, climbing stairs, a nighttime wheeze. Seniors often ignore these, thinking it is just aging. It is not. These illnesses do not just steal breath. They steal everything: movement, clear thinking, heart strength, sleep freedom. Weak lungs starve the body of oxygen. Muscles tire fast. The mind clouds. Energy fades. For seniors with weaker immunity and slower healing, a minor cold can turn deadly. Pneumonia, for example, is a top cause of hospital stays and death in those over 75. It can start as a simple flu, but lungs already scarred from smoking pollution or ignored issues turn that virus into a grave threat. Yet so much can be prevented or eased. Lungs respond to care, movement, nourishment. Stop assuming breathlessness is normal. Treat it as a warning. Movement helps most. Many seniors sit long hours watching shows, resting, thinking rest is safest, but stillness weakens lungs. Gentle activity, walking, sweeping floors, light yoga keeps lungs expanding. Clears mucus, boosts oxygen flow. Breathing exercises work wonders too. Pursed lip breathing or belly breathing for 5 minutes. Daily builds lung capacity, eases. Shortness of breath calms nerves. Environment counts. Indoor air can harm dusty vents, moldy corners, pet hair, heavy perfumes. A good air purifier, open windows, regular vent cleaning, cut lung strain. Skip scented candles, harsh sprays, secondhand smoke. Food fuels lungs. Spinach, kale pack antioxidants. Berries bring vitamin C for immunity. Salmon, mackerel offer omega-3s to calm lung inflammation. Ginger turmeric clear airways. Water keeps mucus thin, easier to clear. Prevention saves lives. Flu shots, pneumonia vaccines, RSV vaccines shield lungs. Many seniors skip these forgetting or fearing side effects. But infections are the real danger. Samuel now carries a small oxygen tank. He still loves music, humming to his old jazz records. His trumpet rests in its case. "I wish I listened to my breath sooner," he said. You take it for granted until it is gone. Breathing should not feel heavy. It is life's simplest act, done thoughtlessly for years. But in later life, we must guard it, nurture it. Choose what keeps lungs strong. Without breath, there is no energy. Without energy, there is no freedom. And freedom at any age is worth protecting. 4. Stroke. It happens fast. One moment you are sipping morning tea, reaching for the paper. The next, your arm will not move. Your words slur. The world tilts, and there is no time to grasp why. That is a stroke. It steals without warning, and the damage it leaves can last forever. Stroke is among the most common and deadly conditions hitting seniors in America. It ranks 5th for deaths, but more critically, it is the top cause of severe lasting disability. The sad truth, nearly 80% of strokes can be prevented. The problem is not the body's fragility, but how warnings whisper unnoticed. High blood pressure, uneven heartbeats, clogged arteries, all can lead to stroke. Most do not hurt. They do not shout. They murmur until they stop. Medically, a stroke happens when blood to part of the brain is cut off, either by a clot blocking a vessel or a vessel bursting. Without oxygen, brain cells die in minutes. Unlike other body parts, brain tissue does not heal. What is lost often stays lost. Walking, talking, remembering self-care. Time is everything. Emergency rooms across the country say time is brain. Each untreated stroke minute kills nearly 2 million neurons. Speed can mean full recovery or lifelong dependence. But what if a stroke never happens? Most strokes in seniors stem from uncontrolled high blood pressure, irregular heart rhythm, high cholesterol, diabetes, all trackable and manageable with care. The real danger is not ignorance of causes. It is ignoring them or thinking we are too old to prevent. I met Susan a few months after her stroke. At 76, a retired nurse living alone in a quiet Portland suburb, she told me she always felt fine. Sure, she had high blood pressure, but she took her pills sometimes. She did not bother doctors unless something hurt. One morning, she woke confused. Her right side felt heavy. She dropped her mug. She tried to speak, but only shapeless sounds came. Luckily, her neighbor stopped by with a misdelivered package and saw the signs. Susan was fortunate. Treatment came fast enough to restore most movement. But her speech still falters. She cannot drive. Her confidence is gone. She said, "I thought strokes were for other smokers, or surgery patients, or people living unhealthy lives. I never thought it would be me." Many believe strokes hit someone else, not them. If they feel okay, nothing is wrong. But signs are subtle, and the body may not scream until too late. Sometimes it whispers with a mini-stroke called a TIA, transient ischemic attack. These last minutes. Vision may blur in one eye. An arm may tingle briefly. Speech may tangle then clear. You think maybe I am just tired. But a TIA is not a fluke. It is a flare in the dark, your brain begging for action before real damage strikes. So what can you do? Check blood pressure regularly. If over 70, test it twice weekly at home. Log it. Show your doctor. Do not guess no. Watch heart rhythm. Atrial fibrillation can pool blood in the heart, forming clots. A simple electrocardiogram at checkups catches it. If your heart flutters or races, suddenly speak up. Adjust eating. Cut sodium. Add leafy greensberries, whole grains, fatty fish like salmon, sardines. These support vessels and curb inflammation. Skip processed meats, canned soups, salty snacks. Stay active. No need to jog, just move. Walk 30 minutes daily. Stretch mornings, take stairs when you can. Movement keeps blood-flowing vessels, flexible brain sharp. Most crucially, learn stroke signs and teach them to everyone. The acronym FAST saves lives. Face, is it drooping? Arms can both lift evenly? Speech, is it slurred or odd? Time, if any sign shows call emergency now. Seconds count. Each delay raises permanent harm. Susan keeps a stroke awareness card on her fridge. She tells friends about FAST. She never skips pills. She follows up with doctors. She is still healing but alive. She can smile. She can hold her grandson's hand. She says, "This second chance I will not waste." Stroke is not just a medical event. It is a thief taking not just time but identity. With awareness, action, consistency, it does not have to win. Life after 75 is still yours. Your brain, your memories, your words, your love deserves protection. 5. Cognitive decline. Not everyone notices when their memory shifts. At first, it is small. Forgetting a neighbor's name, misplacing glasses, pausing to recall why you entered the garage. These are brushed off as aging, but over time, they grow clearer. Stirring worry in you and attention from others. Cognitive decline can creep silently, yet hit seniors' lives hard. It does not just blur important details. It slowly scrambles thinking judgment, talking, and daily tasks. When changes pass normal, forgetting it may be dementia, with Alzheimer's as the most common form. In America, 1 in 9 people over 65 has Alzheimer's. With an aging population, that number climbs yearly. Most seniors with early signs downplay them. Forgetting a bit seems normal. Only when it is obvious does treatment or improvement get tough. The truth is, memory is like a muscle. Use it, or it weakens. With proper care, we can keep minds sharp longer, even slow decline. It is not about complex fixes, but simple daily steps seniors can take. Movement matters most. Studies show seniors who walk daily or do light exercise like Tai Chi or stretching lose memory slower. Activity boosts blood to the brain and cuts risks of heart disease, diabetes, which fuel dementia. No heavy workouts needed, just a stroll around the block, steady breathing morning stretches to keep the brain nourished. Eating feeds the mind too. The brain craves nutrients to thrive. Foods like salmon, trout, walnuts, almonds, avocado, blueberries, spinach, kale pack antioxidants and omega-3s, proven to lower memory loss risk. Seniors should drink plenty of water. Cut refined sugars, skip fried foods, processed snacks, which spark inflammation, harming the brain. Beyond the body, the mind needs daily workouts, reading, solving crosswords, learning a new hobby, playing chess, recalling old songs or stories. These spark different brain zones, keeping thinking fluid. Many seniors shy from new skills, fearing they are not sharp anymore. But learning is not about mastery, it is about sustaining intake processing reflexes. Each memory effort trains the brain. Social bonds are vital. Seniors with friends who talk often, join clubs or community events, hold memory better. Loneliness and isolation slow the brain, dim motivation, and raise depression, a direct dementia link. Whether living alone or not, seniors should keep regular ties. A phone call, a book group, church visits, or chats with neighbors each evening. Sleep is non-negotiable. The brain needs rest to sort and store memories, clear unneeded clutter. Seniors with poor or broken sleep face memory issues sooner. A deep 7 to 8 hour sleep nightly sharpens the morning mind and acts as a natural brake on neural decline. Skip screens before bed, avoid late coffee. Keep bedrooms quiet and dark for simple, effective rest. Unlike falls, heart issues, stroke's cognitive decline is an invisible foe just as fierce. It leaves no pain, no outer scars, but can steal independence, confidence, precious ties. The comfort is seniors do not need to wait for memory to fade to act. Each walk, each healthy meal, each call to an old friend builds a shield for the mind. Some days you may misplace your keys or mix up a grandkid's name. Do not panic, but do not ignore it. Listen to your body live. Actively love yourself through the smallest acts. Keeping the mind clear is not just for remembering, it is for living every moment fully. Old age is not an end. It is a unique journey where each step needs insight, each choice needs care, and each day offers a chance to guard what matters most, health and peace. What we have explored is not just dry stats or medical tips, but real close truths may be unfolding in your home where parents, grandparents, or you are slowing amid life's rush. From silent heart troubles to falls that seem harmless, lingering coughs to moments of lost memory. These are gentle but firm reminders that action today brings calm tomorrow. No one can stop time, but we can choose how to live. So old age is not a burden, but a gift. A gift for those who care, listen to their body and love themselves through the smallest things. We hope this video makes you look at yourself not with fear, but with awake eyes. Maybe you will walk a few extra minutes today. Maybe you will call an old friend, reread a favorite book, or sleep earlier tonight. If you care for aging parents or loved ones, share what you learned. Sometimes one timely word can shift someone's remaining years. If this video helped, hit like, share your thoughts in a comment below, and subscribe if you have not to catch more meaningful content. We are here with you for every small step in caring for health and holding life's value as old age knocks. Thank you for staying to the end. Live slow, live deep, live full. For old age is not a stop, but a place to learn to love life with all you have, all you are, and all that lies ahead. Wishing you peace every day.